Hello friends, I'm so glad you came back this week, and I say that every week because I am. I'm glad you came back. Do you want to know what we're talking about today? I found another tool. I found another tool to rival the one that we used last week because last week's tool made me sad. So let's go talk about this new thing that I got to play with this week. Come on, I'm Nye with Ellie and Mac, of course. Let's go talk about this new tool. Thank you for coming back this week to talk about this new tool that I have a review for. This is part of the So Steady Circles and Straights tool. It retails for $38.90 on Amazon. This also is part of the tool. Now, I'm going to be showing you videos about how I use the tool and how much fun I had, because I had a lot of fun. But first, I want to give you a couple of pros and cons. Pros, this mat is really nice, and it has measurements all the way down. So if you have an acrylic table or if you have an extension to your sewing machine, this is really awesome because you can still use the measurements even if you're not using the tool to make circles. Another positive is that you can make beautiful circles even if you just have simple decorative stitches. You'll see I don't have a ton of decorative stitches on my machine, but I was able to make some really pretty designs. Also, look how long this is. The Daisy Flower Foot can only make designs up to 1 inch in diameter. This bad boy right here, you got 28 circles that you can make in different sizes, okay? And it starts all the way down here with 2. And you'll see that I use about up to a 4 with my designs. And I really was having a ton of fun. I even popped out my Maxi Lock variegated thread just so I can make some pretty designs with the different colors. Oh my goodness! Another pro of this item is that you can use it to put circles on bodices, like you'll see here. I did that. Yes, I did. I used it to make a fabric coaster, which I could show you a picture here. And I really had a good time. It's really easy to use. Oh no! We have to also talk about the cons. $38.90. Oh, clutch all them pearls. I will put extra pearls on just so I can clutch all of them because $38.90 hurts my feelings. I don't want to spend that kind of money. But if you're going to use this tool a lot, it's worth it. So $38.90 is super expensive for just a sticky mat and a little plastic, doodad hoodookie. I said hoodookie, that's just no. Another con is that there is a pin more that sits on this needle, and you'll see as I'm showing you the videos, I've already lost it. I already lost it. I keep poking myself with this little pointy needle. Another thing that kind of made me sad about this tool is that the needle on here is very big. Look at that. It's huge. I have a top entry bobbin holder. I had this all set up. Psych. You don't have any thread in your bobbin. So I had to take this off and then put the bobbin back in with new thread and then close it and then stick this back on. But on the upside, you can always cut it to fit your opening for your bobbin. So that's a yay. Yay! I'm going to show you how to use this tool and you're going to like it. Or you're not going to like it, and I'm being way too enthusiastic. You go ahead and remove the adhesive strip off the back of your mat. Place your mat so that the dark hashed lines are lined up with your needle placement, front and back. There's your So Steady tool. It has cross hatches on it as well. You want to make sure that those are also lined up. The center should be lined up to go across where your needle is, and the other line should be lined up to meet the dashed lines where the number is that you would like the diameter of your circle to be. Those are the diameter measurements you want it to be flush with. Now, if you look at this placement, it's wrong, Nancy. Nancy needs to do that again because as you can see, the markings on the placement piece are not lined up with the needle. That center line should be lined up directly with the needle. And so that's going to get you not a circle, Nancy. Fix that now. Okay, well, this is correct. Nancy went back and corrected herself, and everything is right with the world. Once you do that, you can put your fabric onto the needle and push your little damn down so that you don't poke your little fingers like I did. And then you go ahead and choose a decorative stitch and start sewing. Make sure you interface your fabric so it can be nice and pretty for the duration of your item. Look how pretty that is. Oh, and then I went ahead and I did all the circles. Look how pretty that is with just my regular sewing machine. Now you're going to see I'm going to give you a couple of examples of some things that I went ahead and did. You might think they're super pretty and you might want to get this tool for yourself. Who knows? I know that I'm going to have a good time playing with mine for a little while at least. Here goes another circle. Ooh, isn't that pretty? And I only have a few decorative stitches, but I think that they're pretty dope when you put them all together like this. I mean, you could totally decorate the front of a pillow with just these circles and your decorative stitches. To remove it, you just pick it up off the needle, cut the threads on the bottom and on the top. Make sure you do a little trim, and you are all done. You just go ahead and take the little adhesive tape and put it back onto your little piece there. Take your mat off of your machine. Reapply the self-adhesive paper that belongs on the back of that mat, and you are good to go. See? I just stick that little paper right back on there where it came from, just like you would a cricket mat. And you put it away. Just roll that thing up and just put it away. And now I'm going to show you what some of these stitches that I made look like a little bit closer up and more dramatic like. See? Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Whether you're going to like it enough to purchase it, I don't know. But I'm definitely not going to put this in the naughty spot. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 because it does what it says it's going to do. Of course, it's easy to use. It's easy to put on your machine. You can use it on your wovens. It has some pretty fantastic guides on there that you can keep on your machine, and I love that. I think that's fabulous. If you're interested in the video that I made on the flower daisy, go ahead and click the link that I'll leave here so that you can access that video. I'm so glad you came back this week. I hope that you have a fantastic week, and I hope that if you like my content, you come back again next week. I'm here every Tuesday just for you, cracking up and having a wonderful time. Make sure that you click that notification bell. You don't want to miss out on any of this fun nonsense. I hope to see you next week.